Hey Calvary kids, my name is Miss Kylie and I'm so glad you're here with us today. So, do you want to know a fun fact about me? I'm allergic to bananas. And you know what the sad thing about it is? I only recently became allergic to them. I know, weird, huh? But because of that, I really miss eating them. Before I was allergic to them, I ate them all the time. I really miss them so much, I feel like I can smell them. Do you smell them? Wait, look what I found right here in our studio. 2 bananas. Look at these. Well, one of these looks gross and not good at all. And the other looks so good. Which one is good? The brown one or the yellow one? Yes, this really yummy yellow one. Friends, can you help me? Would it be a good choice or a bad choice for me to eat this banana? You're right, it would absolutely be a bad choice. Look how brown it is. Bananas are supposed to be bright and yellow, like this one. So this would be a good choice to eat this, right? Well, while I decide if I should eat this beautiful yellow banana, I think we should jump up on our feet and worship our King. Wow, you guys are amazing and brought so much joy to God. Great job singing your hearts out for Jesus. You know, when we sing those songs, we are singing out truths about God, and it really is just so encouraging to hear you guys do that. Sometimes those songs get stuck in my head for hours after I hear them. Does that happen to you? Are we still learning about the fruit of the Spirit? Did we learn all of them yet? Well, let's think. There are 9 of them, and we learned about love, joy, peace, patience, and kindness. Oh, we definitely didn't learn about all of them. Well, which one is next? I kind of gave you a hint earlier when I was talking about the good banana and the bad banana. Do you think you still need a hint? Well, let's think about the song we always sing. Which comes after kindness? Goodness! Yes, it looks like today we're going to learn about goodness. I know it really isn't the same as a good banana and a bad banana, but it helps us remember what the fruit of the Spirit that we're going to talk about today is. We are going to learn about how we can do good things and spread goodness around to people we are with. So, do you guys remember the man named Paul in our Bibles? Well, our Bible story has something to do with him and a woman he met while he was on one of his missionary journeys. So how about we grab our Bibles and turn to Acts 16, 11 through 15 and jump into our Bible story and learn more about the fruit of the Spirit, goodness.
Slapstick Theater. Lydia. This is Lydia,
Hello.
who worshiped God and was a dealer in purple cloth. One day, Lydia was with a group of women by a river.
Oh, hey!
Paul and Silas came and started speaking to the women. As she listened to them, God helped her to understand and believe in what they were saying.
Oh, wow.
She and her whole household were baptized. Lydia asked Paul and Silas to come and stay in her home.
Okay.
Paul and Silas stayed with Lydia many times, as she always opened her home to them.
What an incredible story. Lydia really put the fruit of the Spirit of goodness on display, didn't she? But before we talk about how Lydia displayed goodness to Paul and Silas, let's talk about what happened before that. Lydia and her entire household were baptized. We don't know how many people were in Lydia's household, but remember, there is a celebration in heaven each time someone joins God's family, no matter how many of them were added. What an exciting moment in Lydia's life. And Paul and Silas got to be a part of that. How cool. So now let's think. Did Lydia put goodness on display throughout her life? Well, goodness is treating others well or doing good things for others. And this happens because we have God in our hearts. Remember, that is how all the fruits of the Spirit grow in our lives. So what do you think? Do you think Lydia treated others well and did good things? I really think so. She was willing to provide a safe place for Paul and Silas to stay while they were on their missionary journey. Paul and Silas were probably exhausted and just wanted a place to rest, and Lydia was willing to do that for them. Paul and Silas had been doing a lot of traveling and preaching the good news to all the people they came in contact with, and because of that, they didn't have a place to stay. Well, actually, Lydia wasn't the only person who showed goodness during this story. Who else do you think showed goodness in this story? Paul and Silas showed goodness by sharing God's word and his love to others. Okay, so I have a video that some kids made, and I'm going to be honest, it's a little silly, but I want you guys to watch it and see if they were showing the fruit of the Spirit of goodness.
Hi, Caitlin. I was just about to bake some brownies. And you want to help me?
Sure. What are you doing, Chloe?
I'm playing the best video game ever.
Chloe, you gonna help us?
No! I died! Oh, it's ready! That's so good!
Well, I don't need it anyway. It's okay. Here, you can have it.
Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Gosh, Caitlin, I can't believe you're giving me the last brownie and I didn't even help you. You truly have goodness in you. I have an idea. How about we split it? But here you go, Caitlin. You can have the bigger piece. I feel even better showing goodness to you.
leave anything for Mommy?
I think they did a really great job of showing us what it could look like in our everyday lives to show goodness to the people in our families. So let's talk about the way that goodness was shown in this video. Well, the first thing was that the mother and daughter were making brownies together. It was so nice that the daughter was willing to help her mother with the brownies. What was the next good act that you saw during this clip? Was it when the mom asked Chloe to help and she said, no, because she was playing video games? No, that was not being good at all. So what was the next good act? Yes, when the older sister, who was slaving away in the kitchen all day, allowed her younger sister Chloe, who didn't help at all, to eat the last brownie. Do you think you would be willing to share the last brownie? I definitely don't think I would want to. I would probably be like, no. I made these, so I get to eat the last one. But that is not what the older sister did. She showed the fruit of the Spirit of goodness by serving her sister. Remember how last week we said that kindness is contagious? Well, I think goodness is contagious too, because when the little sister saw the good thing that her older sister did, she also wanted to do a good deed and share the last brownie. They were both willing to show us what it looks like to have the fruit of the Spirit, goodness, in your heart. Only God can be good all the time, and that is because He is perfect and has never sinned. But since we are imperfect people, we all sin. You, me, Miss Kylie, yeah, we all sin, and because of that, sometimes we are not good, or it really feels hard to be good. I think Miss Kylie and I tell you this all the time, but it can be really, really hard to show goodness to people who aren't good to us. Like it can be hard to show love or kindness to people when they are mean to us. But do you remember what we always say when we think things are hard? We say that when we are weak or find it hard to love, Jesus works through our weakness. In our Bibles in 2 Corinthians 12:10, it actually says that when we are weak, He is strong. So when we think it is really, really hard to show goodness to people, we should talk to God and He will give us the strength we need. And guess what? Jesus really is the perfect example of showing goodness to people who might not always be good and do kind things towards Him. Because He shows us goodness and loves us even when we sin and mess up, we have such a great teacher in Him. With Jesus' help, we can show this goodness through our words and actions. Let's think of a few examples. Well, we can say kind things to our moms and dads or teachers. Have you thanked your mom recently for cooking your dinner or doing your laundry all the time? Or what about your teacher? Have you thanked them for coming in every single day and teaching you? What a great way to show goodness in your words. What about in our actions? What is a way we can show goodness to people we are around? Let's think really hard. I think this is a great thing for you and your families to discuss this week. Maybe as a family, you can think of all the ways to spread the fruit of the Spirit of goodness to your neighbors and those around you. Remember, goodness is treating others well and doing something kind because God is in our hearts. With God's help, we can treat people like Lydia treated Paul and Silas. Here are your discussion questions for this week. If you want, you can pause the video right now and take some time to talk through these questions with your parents or another family member. If not, don't worry. We'll put them up again at the end of the video so you can use them later. And now, let's sing another song together.
You see in me is Jesus. I'm gonna show my friends and family this light glowing inside of me. I'm gonna shine for all the world to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 for all the world to see. Is gonna win, 'cause every day I'm gonna follow Him. I'm gonna
so glad we got to learn about this story together. I really love this story about Lydia and to see how her life was transformed by the goodness that Paul and Silas showed her. And then she was able to show them goodness in return. I think learning about goodness also reminds me of our lesson about Tabitha from last week. When we do good or kind things like Lydia and Tabitha, we are giving God so much glory. Our kind and good actions will point people to Him. Let's think of a really great way to shine a spotlight on God this week as we practice using the fruit of the Spirit, goodness. Oh, and in case any of you were worried, I decided not to eat the good banana because I didn't think it was a good decision. I'm so thankful that you guys joined us, and I can't wait to learn about another fruit of the Spirit with you guys next week. Have the best week. Bye!